pro boxing fans, Eddie Hearn just concluded the weigh-in. Talk to me about that. Obviously, we know everything that's happened with Chris Eubank Jr. What did you see from both guys? You were up there very close.
Yeah, I mean, look, I saw Eubank in the flesh earlier for a long period of time at the weigh-in. It's going to be tough for him, you know. Every fighter up there who made their championship weight has to go through a lot in that process. But that's your job. You've got to be professional, you've got to be disciplined. And Junior wasn't. He wasn't professional, he wasn't disciplined, he missed weight. And we can't ignore that at the same time, you know. And I think if Conor Benn had been fighting his championship weight and missed weight, I think he would have come in for some serious criticism. So I think the energy of us is lifted. We're full of confidence, but we were anyway. But, you know, I guess it's one up today, but anything can happen tomorrow, but we're ready for a great fight.
Jonathan Banks said when they weighed Chris, he was on weight, and when they went to the other scales, it was off.
Because when you weigh on a set of M&S scales in the bathroom, it's not compared to when you weigh yourself in a calibrated scales from the British Boxing Board of Control. The scales that we used were calibrated an hour before all the fighters got on it, with an official report from the calibrators provided to the British Boxing Board of Control. Absolute waffle. You've got to be more professional, you've got to get your own calibrated scales. You've also got to come down to the hotel to check those scales on the scales you're going to be weighing on. They didn't do that, and guess what they also done? They turned up an hour late. An hour late.
Yeah, actually, I spoke to them actually. They said they were given a time of 11 till 1.
Absolute bollocks. Everybody was getting on the scales at 11 o'clock. They asked last night to make the weigh-in 10 o'clock. And we said, no, it's 11 o'clock. The board said that, actually. They knew the time, and they turned up an hour late. Paid the penalty.
What's going on with the gloves? There seems to be a situation with the gloves.
There's no situation with the gloves.
What happened? We've seen that clip.
They don't like Conor's gloves. So they said to the British Boxing Board of Control, are these gloves, we don't like these gloves. And the British Boxing Board of Control said, these gloves are approved. This brand, this model, and this pair are approved by the commission. I said, well, we don't like them. Tough shit. It's like excuse after excuse after excuse.
Just the final one. A lot of people online are saying, how safe is it now as a fighter?
For Conor Benn to be fighting Chris Eubank Jr. 2 divisions above. Do me a favour. If you want to fall for the narrative, that's no problem. Chris Eubank has just missed championship weight, right? He made it a couple of months ago. He's the IBO middleweight world champion. Don't buy into the bullshit. Today he can put on 13 pounds and he'll wake up tomorrow on the 10 pound limit. It ain't going to be a problem. But he missed championship weight. Tomorrow night, Conor Benn will be giving away 1 stone in the ring. How about you asking me how dangerous that is? Because I'll tell you something now, that's dangerous. So we'll see what goes down tomorrow night.
I think there's an argument for both sides, but yeah.
What's your argument?
No, as in that's what people are saying online. Look, it might not be safe for Chris. We've seen the videos.
His weight.
No, the videos that we've seen, he's been in that sauna suit and he's been trying to sweat it out.
That's what he does to make weight. I mean, that's what, you know boxing. How do you think fighters make weight?
I know.
I mean, every fighter on that card has gone through a period of a lot of unsavoury moments over the last 24 hours. Right? We know how tough it is for fighters to make weight. Now, if you want to miss weight and then you want to document it about how tough it was and how terrible it was, yet no one wants to say you were unprofessional, apart from people like George Groves and a couple of people who are honest individuals. But instead, it's like, oh, this is tough. Oh, poor old Chris. It's like, mate, what do you mean poor old Chris? He's a middleweight. He missed weight.
No, I'm not saying that, but yeah, there is obviously that playing. No, I'm not falling for it. I just asking the question. Finally, what happens tomorrow night?
Conor Benn wins inside 6 rounds. Never been more confident. Don't get me wrong, it's going to be tough, but he's ready.
At the end, thank you very much.